We are gathered here today to honor and praise God, honor our nation, and to remember with love all those who died on September 11, 2001, victims of the worst attack on our shores in the history of our country. We are gathered to honor as well those who lost their lives or were severely injured responding to the plight of the victims or indirectly resisting the attackers. And we are also gathered to remember those first responders who risked their lives and who continue as witnesses. This was a day which changed world history forever, plunging us into a new kind of war against the forces of terror deployed against us, against our faith traditions, against the very foundations of Western civilization, against freedom, democracy, and respect for the rights of all, for which the slaughter of innocents, these terrorists, is embraced perversely and diabolically as a holy duty. This was also a day in which acts of courage and self-sacrifice were demonstrated in exceptional, awe-inspiring ways by those whose actions were firmly grounded in the biblical mandate, love your neighbor as yourself, love one another as I have loved you. The steel which has been unveiled before us this day represents the hard facts, to quote Dorothy Rabinowitz, of the shattering, the hard facts of the shattering personal and communal of 9/11. At the same time, this steel represents the durability, the indomitability of our commitments to one another as people of faith, as fellow Americans, as those who are committed to a better life for every child of God, regardless of race, creed, color, or national origin. Each life which has infinite value to the God who treasures each of us in equal measure. These artifacts are to be fashioned by sculptor Mike Fisher and his associate Peter Nicholas into a memorial at the Letterkenny Chapel on former grounds of the depot, which will enable all who visit it to remember, to reflect, to pray, and give thanks, and to seek encouragement before God for a better and more hopeful future. Its location is most fitting, for the chapel itself was built in 1945 by Italian former prisoners of war, now allies, and dedicated as a symbol of reconciliation and hope by the apostolic delegate to the United States, Archbishop Giovanni Cicognani, in that year. The conceptual groundwork for this location at the Letterkenny Depot at the chapel was actually laid during a meeting